Hi, my dear students. Welcome to India's biggest online platform, ME Educational Institutions. Properties of the light. So, this is also one of the important topic here, properties of the light. When the light ray, here we need to discuss about reflection and refraction. What is the reflection and refraction? So we can discuss clear-cut difference between reflection and refraction. See here, when the light ray falls on the interface of two mediums, there will be two possibilities. We already discussed this part. When light ray incidenting on the surface, there are two possibilities. Some amount of incident ray is reflected from the surface, some amount of incident ray absorbed by the surface. Once the incident ray, some amount of light will be reflected to the same medium. Some amount of light will be absorbed. That absorption process, that is nothing but refraction. Here, in case of refraction, mediums will be different. In case of reflection, that is reflected ray is reflected into the, that is passes into the same medium. Medium will be same in case of reflection. Medium is not same in case of refraction. See here, the ray reflects back to the same medium. The ray transmit into the other medium. We can discuss in detail about this reflection and refraction. This is the source of light, and this is the interface of two mediums. This is the interface of two mediums. Here medium 1 and medium 2. Here medium 1 and medium 2. Just observe. Medium 1, medium 2. Light ray incidenting, this is the source. Okay, here light ray is coming from the source, incidenting on the surface. Here some amount of light will be reflected from the surface. Some amount of light is transmitted into the other medium. Okay na? So here this particular, here the ray, this particular incident ray, reflected ray is back to the same medium. Okay na? Incident ray and reflected ray both are in the same medium. Understood na? But this refracted ray is transmitted into the other medium. Incident ray coming from the medium 1 and reflected ray is back to the same medium. Refracted ray is transmits into the other medium. In case of refracted ray, medium will be different. Understood na? So it is transmits into the other medium. Understood? So here other medium, that is one of the important topic. Because of that, velocity of the light and wavelength of the refracted light will be different. Understood na? Here velocity of incident ray, velocity of reflected ray, both will be same. Frequency is same for all the rays, but wavelength case, wavelength here, wavelength of incident ray, wavelength of reflected ray, both will be same because of same medium. Coming to refraction, velocity of the refracted light and wavelength of the refracted light is not same as the wavelength and velocity of the incident ray. Understood na? So here V dash and lambda dash, here V and lambda. So you can observe here, in case of reflected ray, velocity is not changing, wavelength is not changing, and frequency, velocity, frequency and wavelength of the reflected ray is not changing. It is same as the incident ray. But in case of refracted ray, velocity of refracted ray, and wavelength of the refracted ray, both are changing. Both are not same as the velocity and wavelength of the incident ray. You can clearly see this here. Now we can discuss about in detail about this. What is meant by, we already seen this here. Incident ray coming from the source, medium 1 and medium 2. Incident ray coming from the source, incidenting on the surface and reflected back to the same medium, transmits into the other medium. Incident ray, reflected ray, refracted ray, and wavelength, frequency and velocity, frequency and wavelength, velocity, frequency and wavelength, and both are same in this case. Here velocity and wavelength both are changing. So coming to the reflection, clear-cut definition here. The phenomena in which the incident ray reflects back to the same medium of the origin of light is known as reflection. The ray is known as reflected ray. Here the phenomena in which incident ray reflects back to the same medium of origin of the light. Origin of the light is nothing but, what is the origin? So it is coming from the source. Of course, this is the origin. Origin of the light present in the medium 1. It reflects back to the same medium. Understood now? So that is the basic phenomena of this particular light is nothing but reflection. Reflection is the phenomenon in which incident ray reflects back to the same medium of origin of light is known as reflection. The ray is known as reflected ray. And here this is the incident ray and reflected ray. Here I can say that incident ray, this would be incident ray, this would be reflected ray, Okay, so here in case of, we already discussed this part, in case of reflection, velocity, frequency and wavelength of the light remains same as the incident ray. Okay, now, so here whatever the wavelength and velocity, frequency, wavelength of incident ray, velocity, frequency and wavelength of reflected ray exactly same. Understood now? So these are not changing in case of reflection. Understood? So now we can talk about refraction. What is meant by refraction? The phenomena in which the incident ray transmits through the interface of two mediums and travels into the other medium is known as refraction, and the ray is known as refracted ray. We already discussed this part. Here the ray transmit into the other medium. We already discussed this, medium 1 and medium 2. Some amount of light is incidenting on the surface, some amount of light will be reflected from the surface, some amount of light will be refracted, transmitted into the other medium. That phenomena is nothing but refraction. Here incident ray, reflected ray and refracted ray, wavelength, frequency and velocity here. So we already discussed this part. Here this part is what? This is the medium 1 and it is transmits into the other medium. Here this is nothing but incident ray, the origin of the light, incident ray, the origin of the light present in the medium 1, but it transmits into the other medium. That phenomena is nothing but refraction. This is refracted ray. This would be refracted ray. We already discussed this. Refraction is the phenomena in which change in velocity of the light occurs due to change in medium. Hence, only frequency of the light remains same after refraction. Frequency is not changing in case of reflection and refraction. In case of refraction, velocity of the light is changing and wavelength of the refracted ray is changing. Understood now? So here this is the velocity, here v dash. Velocity of the refracted ray is not same as the velocity of incident ray. Wavelength of refracted ray is not same as the wavelength of incident ray. This is all about some funda related to refraction. Understood now? So this is the some funda related. Main thing is medium. Understood? I repeat here. I repeat this. The phenomena in which incident ray transmit through the, here this incident ray transmit through the interface of two mediums, transmits into the other medium, travels into the other medium. Understood now? Here transmit through the, this is the interface, transmit through the interface of the two mediums. Understood now? So that is the refraction. Incident ray coming from the medium 1 and refracted ray transmits or travels into the other medium. That is the basic difference between reflection and refraction. This is the some funda related to reflection and refraction. Thank you. We can meet in the next class. Thank you.